Hello and welcome back to GregTech New Horizons. This is episode 10, and today we break into the Steam Age. We get a nice pair of glasses, and I'll show you how to get those, and we're going to celebrate with a beer here. Let's see if we can do that. And there's the beer. Let's take a sip. Uh-oh. And I'll be right back when this stops. But it was worth it. We got credit for drinking. Oh boy. I needed to lay down there for a second. We did get an empty bottle out of it. We'll still toss that in our empty bottle collection. And we're going to be going over this list today. The Bronze Age, how to unlock it, and get these nice glasses. The glasses allow us, if we have them on, and we press, I think that key, I did it to number pad 5, and I actually made a keybind too, so that I can turn it on and off, because sometimes those hollow glasses are nice, but that's a lot of stuff on the screen, and I don't want to see that. But you can see what's in furnaces, all kinds of things. Pretty cool. But other times you don't really want to see that. So I'm going to put it as optional, and I'm going to set these right over here. I'm going to use the placement key we learned about last time. And let's take a look at the list. So let's go to our quests. We'll bring that up. And we're still in the Stone Age, but we've unlocked the Steam tier. So let's take a look at that and how to unlock it. What do we call that? It's not really the Bronze Age, it's Steam tier, but it's like the Bronze Age. I was having a hard time finding the tin, but then we used the ore finder wand with cassiterite in it and located tin and got lots and lots of tin. And then did that, made the tin things. Then we made bronze by combining the copper. We mortared them down, and we made copper and tin, and that made bronze. And I think you needed like 32 of those. And then if you need to know how to do the ingots, let me know. But you just make an ingot thing, an ingot cast, and here's the ingot cast. We'll take all 3 of them, and that way I could do a lot at a time. I have 3 casting tables, and then pop that right out. Let's see what we have in here. Stone. Ooh, this is nice. And you notice I've kind of expanded this, not horizontally, but I did expand it up. And this way, I can go like this. And we'll just do a whole bunch of these at once. And I put a bunch of stone in there and melted it down. I think it can hold, I'm not even sure how much it can hold right now. Let's see. I added this so it pumps the stone in. There's no stone in there. Let's see if we got any. Nope, don't have any in there. And we still have 24 blocks of this. So now I've got this. What I'll probably do is make a second smeltery as well, because sometimes you just want to have, you get complex things in here. You don't want them to intertwine and mix. So I might make a second smeltery. I'm not really sure. But to put the smeltery stuff in there, I just come over here and I say, okay, let's see how much. Take it from the top one. There we go. Every stack gets you about 3 stone, 3 of these. Every stack of this. Let's see how much we can put in directly. Let's see. Shit. A little over a stack. And then the rest I just go like this. And away we go. Let's put our other helmet on for better defense. And let's take a look at the quest. So if you have to make the ingot thing, just let me know. And that, once you do that, it unlocks this right here. And we have to make the bronze plates, which you have the bronze, and you just use a hammer on it. And hammer and the 2 bronze, and you get 5 of these things. And that unlocks the Steam tier 0.05. This welcomes us to it. We got to make this thing. Let's take a look at how to make a small coal boiler. Pretty easy, just like that. It wants us to make an iron furnace and these bricks. And the bricks are just this surrounded by some water. We said, okay. And how do we make those things? Unfired. Easy, easy. Okay. Know how to make all that stuff. What about this thing? Okay. Iron plates. We get lots and lots of iron. That wasn't an issue. So what I did was I actually wanted to see what these compared. So I made a regular one and an iron furnace. This is 20% faster. It does. I put a bucket of creosote oil in there and a bucket of creosote oil in here, and it's more efficient. So one bucket got us 40. This one got us 32. So 25% maybe, 8 more. So, and it was faster too. It finished in the same amount of time. So across the board, it's like 25% faster, 20 or 25% faster, and 20 or 25, it should be 25% more efficient. So I will be swapping over to iron over here as well. And that'll just make it so we don't use as many trees. So let's take a look at the list and we'll eat some food. And sometimes if I don't want to break into my box like this, I just grab something out of here randomly. We'll do a chicken just to top us off. It'd be probably nice if I had like a easier thing, access to food, so I could just do a one-off instead of opening up and picking it that way. Let's take a look at the list. Hollow glasses, we found out how to use those, and you get them by unlocking the Steam tier. We're into the Bronze Age. I call it the Bronze Age, but it's really the Steam tier. Iron Furnace, we've gone over that. These coins. Now, this is kind of interesting, but I moved the coins that we get out of this and right into here because it's way easier access. I can take as many as I want. It's just better. I'd like to upgrade this to a gold chest, but I'll explain those issues with that. It's quite extensive, expensive and extensive for me. You might have a better chance with more gold in your area. Let's see how I had extras of these. So what I did was I went into coins, way over here at the back on the bottom, and I looked for stuff like clay. Said, with the backpack, 25 of those. Well, I had a bunch of backpack coins. Let's find out how many I actually. Yeah, I could take another. It's getting a little low. That one's getting a little low. Let's take half. Why not? So clay, and then I took the coin. I detected it, and then I claimed it. So now we've got 64 of those. So what I was doing, the excess coins that I knew I could spend and that were worth it, I would do that with. So let's say this one, and now it takes 4 or 5 minutes, 5 minutes until you can use it again. This one, I have so many of these survivor coins. I said, well, what can I buy with them? The spawn eggs. I bought a bunch of different spawn eggs, and then I've been buying Enderman eggs every, let's see, collect every hour. There we go. And then I've been putting them in here. And we'll put it like that, and I had a bunch of random eggs, but this is for a quest. And also I might get ender pearls, so I want to kind of make an area where I can spawn the enderman, hit them in the legs so they don't teleport away, and or make a bear trap, some kind of trap that actually immobilizes them, stops them from teleporting. Let's find out what we can do with that. Let's see if there is one. Trap. What about bear? Well, there is a bear trap. Well, there's 2 bear traps. What about open blocks? Let's see how we can make that. Oh boy, with steel. This one? What about weighted press? We can make this. We know how to make shears. We can make a couple set of shears. And then I'm going to put this on our list. And I look at this number when I press it to see if it's on there already. There. Now I've added it to our list of messiness over here. Let's see how the weighted pressure plate. Ugh, steel again. I'm going to take that back. Well, I'll leave it there for a little bit. Steel's. I don't have steel yet. I'm working towards it. We can break that down and get it out of our way. This has become a regular drop box now. If I just want to drop a bunch of stuff off and kind of dump a dump box. Coins. So look through the coin thing if you have extra coins. Now the thing is, I do have extra coins of these, but I think I've only found that I can spend them on that Chad or something for paper. Let's see. this right here. I can spend 50 of them when I get this, and these are used for uses just for paper and small and tiny. Maybe this is used for something. No, it's just turned back into that. So it's just for paper, and I use the stone slabs. So it's not horrible, but paper really wasn't an issue because I had the cotton fields. There's different ways to make the paper. Yeah, the wood, probably a little easier than doing this wood thing. So I got a lot of that stuff. Let's see, and I put it right in here. Yeah, here's another another stack of it. So that'll be something I'll be working towards too. Not so bad. I mean, I could probably spend a few of those. And then how often does that reset? 10 minutes. So I might knock that pile down a little bit. And I want to swap over to a gold chest. Let's take a look at what we've been doing here. This is important to do, just to knock down if you have excess coins in a certain thing. Now the concern is maybe later you need these coins for something else. So I want to keep the bulk of them on hand, but just the real excess I want to put away. Chat and paper. Tinker tanks work. This, I was watching another video and they said it did work. So yeah, these are empty. See that? That's empty and empty. And we still have this. Interesting. Let's see if how much we have. 250 left. Let's see. It seems to be working. Let's see if it does. We'll take. Oh, we're getting a little full there. Pop this in here. And we'll throw the rest in this. And we'll even put some right here. Pretty cool. Got a lot of these. And as you can see, I added more faucets and more basins all the way around. Ooh, even on the corners. See how it's one drain, but you can put it on the side too, like that. So let's see if we can do that. And that. Oh, it's almost done. I think I could pretty much go in a circle. Let's see. I was a little faster. Let's see if it's done all the way around on here. Yeah. So if you've got enough of these, you could literally go in a circle. Play for pennies is up, and the quest will like ding like that if it's ready to go. Oh, look at that. So it's full, and it used that one. So that's the way it goes. So you can put a bunch in here, and you don't have to sit there and go back and forth, back and forth. So we can actually take that bucket back. I think I have to break it off the wall like that, carefully. I just put the books across that, and I'm still working on this area as well. So we can put our bucket back. Get a bucket back, nice. Oh, look, you can see the stuff melting in there. And molten bronze, that's for the quest that we've been working on. We'll open this up, and we'll eat some food out of there. And we'll close it back up to be safe. All right, no cake. This was weird. Got a beer, that was fun. This cake right here, I don't know why. I take it. It's a reward for a quest for hoppers, and then we get that. But the thing is, you can make it, but I can't eat it. I'll hold on to it and I'll prove. Like when I have hunger, I still can't eat it. I don't know if that's the same for you guys, but very strange. Is it a birthday cake? What is it? No, it's a chocolate cake with sprinkles. Maybe I thought you could only eat it on your birthday once a year. Let's see. So that means you couldn't complete it if you can't eat that thing. I don't know. Maybe I need more hunger. I'll figure that out. No cake. Let's see what else we've got. Netherrack Tough Tool Cast. There's gonna be for this quest line back here. I was finishing up this stuff here, and for a tough tool to make a tough tool cast, tough rod cast, or a tough tool cast, one of those. I actually needed netherrack to do this part of it. Let's see if we can grab some netherrack. I think 2. So you're gonna have to. if you don't have obsidian, you're going to have to either craft a portal like I showed you in that earlier video, or light a portal on fire with some lava and some wood like I did. And there's a video on that. If you have a question, well, I can link it in a comment. I'll link it back. Oh, going a little too far. And I think it was tough rod pattern, tough tool cast. We'll try this one and that one. And you make one of these like this. It only takes one. And then you take that and make a cast out of it. And then I ended up with a cast. Let's see. Put that back away. And it's right here. Right there. Tool rod cast or the tough rod cast, one of those. And then you can make that with the arrow. And I made the bronze javelin, did all that. The rods take 3 bronzes per. Fallen from the sky, it wants us to go to a meteor thing. I don't know if on our map, did I find a meteor thing? Maybe. Let's take a little look. It'll be like a circle in the right there. So that is doable. I don't know if I can actually mine it, though. I can only mine up to tier 3, 10 it says, but I can't mine the diamonds yet. So that'll be something to do. Also on here, let's put the grid on. I went out, as you can see, I put gold in the ore finder wand, and then I said, okay, let's go right here. And I went to this grid, and then I went this way. And I went all the way, and I'd count. I would just make sure I stayed in this grid line with the gold. And it doesn't use up the gold. I thought it did use the gold in the wand, but it doesn't. So I went all the way out to here, to this spot, and I didn't find any gold. And then I went down, and I went all the way back. And what I did was I just said I checked to here for gold. And that means everything in this area back to here, because that's what I would do. Why wouldn't I? Has gold, or it does not have gold in it. And then I went up here and I did the same thing, and I found gold out there. And I'll explain why I did not use this one in a second. I did find gold earlier when I was doing my. I went directly out of the west here. I went west and found gold right here. The problem with this one is it's infested with caves and a mine shaft full of monsters. And not only that, but gold is in a very, very narrow band. I think it's only between the Y level, the vertical level of the game, in bands Y level 50 to 60. Let's find out if that's the case. So I only found gold way out here, and I had to build up a little bit of an island and then drill down through to get through the water down, and I did find gold. But I mined out, I would say, let's see if it'll actually show it, the cave. Won't show us because we're not at that level, but I went way down in there. Oh, you can kind of see it right here. And then I went down and I mined out probably this much of an area between 50 and 60-ish, maybe 50 and 56-ish. And I only found 22 pieces of gold, which was not good. I need to find a more rich gold vein because this is not going to cut it. Let's find out if we type in gold ore. And I don't think I want the Minecraft one. I want the GregTech one. Yep, AU. Yep, okay. Then I push recipe on there. Then it'll bring up the vein stats. And I'm looking down here because that's different planets that you can go to find it. But I want to go to the T0. And it's 30 through 60. So not 50 through 60, which is good. I think that was the Casserite, which was that. So I'll be working my way down and maybe it'll find it. I'll find more a little bit lower. And I'll be able to get back to you on that. I suspect there'll be better gold a little bit lower. And I'll definitely go out there and do some mining lower to prove that. So let's take a look at the list. We've expanded that. That's cooking away. This is really nice, and I know where I can find more. All right. Let's see if we can go grab some more of that reed or that shad just to get another one of these off the off the books. I wish the coin was actually at the top because you end up spending a lot. I've been using it a lot. The shad right here. Detect. Knock out 50 of these because you find them a lot. Even for the kill quests, you get a lot of that. Claim. Back of kill quests. Where are those? Let's go right here. Down. The kill quest gives you a lot of. Every time you kill 20 of, let's say, 20 cows, you get 25 of each of these things. So you can really go through and grind out these kill quests over and over and over again. And you kind of do as you're getting that hundreds of each. You end up with so many of these things. Let's put that away. The gold I wanted for a few reasons, but I wanted to try to upgrade this so that when I open this thing up, it's kind of the UI is so big here. I can scroll down. I can actually scroll down with the scroll wheel, and I have excess stuff in here. Once I get to the work tables, it'll be a little more less messy. But yeah, this is what I was going for, so I could add more room in here instead of just a double chest worth, which would be up to like right here ish. So I went and made a gold chest, and that was a quest as well. Gold chest, gold. You can make the upgrader of that. I went this way, double. So you're going to need, what is that? 2 to make a single. So 4, 16 chunks of gold plus these. So you're looking at probably 16 or almost 20 pieces of gold per chest, per gold chest. That's a lot. And let's go like this. Let's take a look over here. Netherrack tool, we did that. The Tinker quest line, let's take a. We found the bear trap. The Tinker quest line, let's take a look at that again. That was done. Experienced players construct a ball of moss. I really want to put that on one of my, on my tool too. I like unbreaking if I go with that route, and I'll probably try to go with unbreaking with obsidian. Try to figure that out on my hammer once I get to that point. We're getting closer, but we're not there yet with alamite we have to make, and then that'll be a ball of moss is nice too, but you have to. It explains why or how and how to get into that. Right now you can't make it. We made a sword. That was pretty cool. And it looks like I need to make a rapier next. Let's see. Do I have the pieces and parts for that? Is it over here? Let's go find out. No. I'll be right back. So let's take a look at this quest. Oops. We made this sword. We need the sword blade cast, and that kind of bugged out on the last thing. I kind of panicked. It wouldn't work. It was showing incomplete, but it still let me choose which reward I wanted to do. So I finally figured that out, and I was like, it's not working. I made 2 or 3 of them to try to get it to trigger for the sword quest, and it wouldn't do it. But I had it, so let's take that out. We're gonna need the sword cast. Where's that? There we go. We're gonna need, what did it say? I should have read it. Tool rod cast. Not that one. There we go. And we need to make a crossbar. Let's do that right here. That should be that. I just hover over it. It would be nice if they could hover over that and tell you what they are too. That's okay. So we make one of those. And the patterns are easy. It's just with paper, and we saw how we can make paper very cheaply now. So we have the 3 things. We got to make a tool rod cast out of this. We'll put it over here. We'll make it out of stone. Okay, so then we can do that. And we'll take that and toss it in here. Okay, shape there. Oh, does that have a piece of stone? I always hate that extra. I don't really know anybody that actually ever used that. Can I eat this cake? Nope. Can't do it. I'm trying. So let's go ahead and put this on here. We'll put the bronze. Oh, we don't have a. Can't do it out of molten bronze. We don't have an extra cast. Uh-oh. I had a bunch of extra casts here ready and waiting. 1 second, I'll be right back. Well, we have a bunch of it. We're going to make the aluminum bronze. So the recipe for that is molten aluminum brass is 3-to-1 on this. So molten aluminum and copper. Let's go grab that. Grab some copper. We'll grab 3. Grab 4. Grab 5. Not bronze. And then over here is where I have the extra. We'll grab that much. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Can I get rid of this one little chunk too, I guess? Raw aluminum. I don't want to use this because there's people are saying there's something good to use that for later. So let's toss that in there, and we'll toss the 5 in there, and then we'll toss the rest of that in there. Oh, nice. Can I put some more? A couple more in there. Let's see. It's doing its thing. And that's going to melt down. I'm a little concerned with this bronze that it might interact with it. Let's get, while that's melting, we'll take some of this. Oops. And this is a nice way to get rid of extra cobblestone. You have tons of it. I kind of would like to make smooth stone out of this. That way I wouldn't have to cook it in the... Come on. What? I'm not empty. What's going on here? Oh, I hope that didn't come in there. No, it's not in there. I was like, why wasn't it coming out? Okay. Now we've made the 8 ingots worth. We've got the copper. That's kind of weird. And I guess we can just go like this. What's that? A stone shard. Go away. So we've got that in there on the bottom. And we'll just pour it out. Nice. And now we've got that. Now it wants us to make, we've got the bronze sword head and the tool rod. And now we need bronze for that. Okay. So let's go like that. That. No, I don't trust it. Oh yeah, okay. And then the sword. The sword. So we need those 3 things. Let's get these out of our hands. We'll even put this away. And it looks like we can drop some more aluminum in here to get that last bit of copper. And these things, what I do is I usually just turn them into to get it out of there. I just turn it into a blank cast and throw it right here. So let's go ahead and chuck that in there and see if that'll turn some of that into, we'll see how much a whole stack turns of that copper into, into that. All right, so we're going to go with molten bronze. We have 6 ingots worth. We'll drop that in there and that in there. How much did that use? Only 1. Makes sense. But then we'll take that. 1, 2. And this is a rapier. So now we have all the parts for it. Let me come over to our crafter section here. And there, and there, and there. Now we have a bronze rapier. Not bad. And we could even put, we could change this up and make it into, put some iron on there or different things as well to, change this up and give you different stats. Maybe even nether rack, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we get to choose. Let's go with the loot bag. Now there is a way to do this, the basic storage, to upgrade your loot bags. If you hold like 3 of them, you can actually trade it in and not take it. So let's see. I think it's under reward area? Yeah. Is it there's the Steam one. Transportation. No, I don't see that yet. We don't have the 3-for-1. You could do 3-for-1 of the Steam ones or the transportation ones. So let's just open that. What did we get? We got some bowls, which I I hate those. And we've eaten the beet salad, and I don't think the beet salad's used for anything. So we're gonna toss those into the void. Not really. Let's take this back, and that back. And put those there. Put our ingots back in place. But before I do that ingots, let's do this actually. Put those there. Put those at the top. We're going to put that in our weapons area. Let's find out how many of the copper it took. Did it take all the copper? It did. It turned it into how many? Aluminum brass. Quite a few. We got rid of the copper, and now we have molten aluminum in there. 2 nuggets worth. Oh boy. So what I do is these blank casts. They're actually used for things, and then I have them ready as well. How many of these? 14, 11. Wow, that's a lot. So that's not bad. And I can always dump this into a thing, and then it kind of arbitrarily just destroy it once I get that out of there. What we can do is put these here for future use, and we're in good shape. Put these here. A little bit of organization, trying to think ahead. 2, 3. Cool. And I put these right here. They're used as they should be used at least. Oh, they're not for that. Oh yeah, they're shaped crafting. Come on. Interesting. I didn't know you could make screws for these things and all the different, like bronze rings, casting ring. Oh, you make. Oh, we're gonna have to do cast bands and oh my gosh. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of those. Looks like, but they're not used for the reinforced thing to get unbreaking. Oh wait. No. 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 I'll have to figure out how to do the unbreaking thing. Definitely want that, but looks like we'll need lots of those anyways. So if we need lots of those, let's get them ready. Or I could just leave that in there and hopefully, hopefully that's not going to mix with anything. It's probably a good way to go as well. And let's take a look at the list. The controller retain. Oh, I did break as I was building this up and putting these in here. I noticed that the controller retained its. It's a little scary, but if you have like too much that fits in this little 9x9 grid, it will retain this. Yeah, I think. Don't quote me on it perfectly, but I did check it and it seemed to retain, the excess stuff. So let's say you have 36 blocks worth and you broke this whole thing down and basically, I guess it just knows what's in there and you put it somewhere else or even extend it up like I did and put it back together, it knows that. So it's a little scary to do, but that might be the case. We did the bronze javelin. The corners actually work with so you can get double usage out of the faucets. And in-town box. I think this was just referring to this thing where I just in an in-town drop box. I just tossed that in there, and that was the case. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Extra weapons. If I do die, I just kind of grab what I can to go out and fight these guys. That iron arrowhead should actually. Oh, I was going to put an iron arrowhead on my javelin, but the uses are at 7. It dropped down to the uses of 5, so it wasn't good to put that on there. So I didn't do it. And we'll put the javelin there. And the javelin has uses too. I don't like that. I thought maybe it was like a stone spear type thing. I'd like to make shuriken, lots of stuff. And sword blade. We went over that, so it'll show under the sword blade quest up here. I don't know if this will happen to you as well. See, there it is. It's not complete. So I made it again, tried to get it to trigger, tried to get it to detect, but I just picked the thing, and then it said claim, and it worked, and it shows that it's done, even though it says incomplete. So it looks like another fuel source. I'm working towards this. How do we get those? And I've got those kind of randomly in the coal area, I think. It's where I got the lignite. I think, unless somebody knows, go ahead and let me know. Detect. I don't have 16 of them, though. And that'll unlock that. And copper ore. I need the regular copper ore, any. I got this, but I'm going to need more of it, and then I'll get the copper berries for that. What will this give us? Just a sandwich. It's not a huge issue. And and then we got to do this, and I haven't made this big combined primitive rotor wind thing. I would like to. It looks pretty cool, but I have not done that yet. Made the precursor to it. So that's it. And let's see. Can I eat this cake yet? No. This cake is just like, I don't know, not fun. I'll put it up here as a reminder of failure. And if anybody knows about that, just let me know. And let's see. Pretty easy episode so far. Or wand uses up item. I thought it did, but it actually doesn't. I've double checked that. I don't know how or why, but it doesn't do that. And what I've done is this is my for my ore wand. It's right here. This is my mining area where I just grab all the stuff that I want to go mining with. I've got the gold. I've got the cassiterite for tin, and different singles if I want to find certain ones like redstone. And then I've got backup over here because I really don't want to lose those. And then I also made, this is my, I don't know what to do with these things yet because it was cluttering up this area. So that was the situation. That's what we're in, and we're in good shape. I'll be working on, I did make this thing. Let's see. I went through and made that. Let's see. I did go into the steam tier, and I did make this. I made that, the hoppers. That was easy to do. We've been using those. Oh, and that's what gave me the cake. Don't know why. Didn't like it, though. The next episode, I'm going to be using this. I made this thing, and it wasn't that hard. We went over it, made it, and you've got to connect it up with water and then a fuel source, and it makes steam, and then you have to have a vent on the side, and I'm going to have a wrench to move, bang things around with, and I'm going to have to figure all that out. And I didn't want to, I think I made it. Did I make it? Yeah, complete. So where did I put it? Hello? That's kind of important. It's not an easy item to make. It's probably in the machines. The machine tool is right here, so. Yep. The thing is, the catch to it all is I could just slap it up here. This is the water source. There's tons of water in there, 400 buckets worth. The problem is, and I can move this out of the way. I don't want to sit there and make I don't want this to be my steam room, but it probably will be temporarily until I get another floor here because this has to be exposed to the air and to the sun directly above it. It can't be blocked on top. But those machines will, I'm not sure, but GregTech machines, if they get rained on or exposed to the elements, they can actually explode. So it's kind of I want to be able to store, I want access to this, but that has to be outside and those have to be inside. So I want to make another floor here and with a roof on it with these on top feeding into that. And we'll see. I want to make the iron tank too. So from Railcraft, iron tank. Oh, this, please don't be steel. There's iron tank wall. This is one of my favorite tanks, but let's see. Gauge, is there a window? There's the valve. Is there a window? Or, like iron tanks. Oh, no. I like it where you can actually see in there. Gauge. Maybe the gauge is the glass part? I don't know. Here we go. Let's look at the recipe. There's the valve. That's going to be tricky. Oh, come on. Okay, just iron. So once I get up, ooh, this is good news. What about this? Iron bars we know how to make, and the large bronze. So we're in good shape. We can actually make this. So yeah. So what I'll have is ideally a bunch of these water tanks, and I've been using the coins to get more and more of the resin. And I also have the trees over here, the rubber trees planted. I'll probably knock some of those down and replant them again. And I'll make probably 4 of these up top, and then they'll feed into a tank of water, and the water will feed all the steam machines. So that's the plan. Oh boy, that's a lot of work. But as you can see, that's why I didn't want to put this stuff down. Right now, I'll probably just plop it down and give it a shot that way up here. And then I'll work on building this thing up. So there we go. And now the habit was I would sign off up here. This is still a pretty neat area up here. So I think we should. And that's another episode in the books. We're in good shape. If you guys like this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. I forget, you're actually supposed to, even though it's annoying, ask people to subscribe because it is effective. People do subscribe. But I should ask maybe earlier in the video instead of at the end. But I always forget. I always see this whole list and I'm like, oh boy, I gotta go over all this stuff. It's fun. And the odd thing is we didn't even leave the um we didn't even leave this area. Hmm. Um, maybe we'll get out there and actually go looking. We've done that a few times, but mining is mining. Just breaking blocks. Pretty cool. All right, guys, have a good one and enjoy. Oh, and I liked it. I did answer a few questions too. That was nice. Very nice. Oh, and somebody gave me a hint. That was cool as well. What was the hint about? Oh, the soul sand. You can plant the soul sand, the nether items on soul sand, but I didn't find any soul sand when I was in there. I will, but I just didn't find it yet. Have a good one. Enjoy.